You ever hear about those HOA presidents who take things way too far? Yeah. Well, this one time in Maplewood Heights, a guy named Jake thought he was just moving into a quiet, friendly neighborhood. 6 months later, he ended up catching the HOA president breaking into his house with a key and got her arrested. No joke. So, Jake moves in, all excited about his new place. Peaceful streets, nice lawns, neighbors who wave hello. But then comes Linda Crane, the HOA president. A woman in her mid-50s, with a sharp bob haircut, and this no-nonsense attitude that screams, "I run this place." The first week, while Jake's still unpacking. Linda shows up at his door. She's got this clipboard and a cold smile, the kind that doesn't quite reach the eyes. She tells Jake his trash bins were left out too long, hands him a thick binder of HOA rules, and says, "Welcome to the community. Learn the rules. Just a friendly welcome. Right, nope." Within days, Jake starts getting notices mailbox colors off. Garden gnomes not on the approved list. Grass half an inch too tall Seriously. He tries to keep up, but it's never enough. One evening, his neighbor Mark tells him, "Watch out for Linda. She's got a ruler and a color swatch and doesn't mind using the master key." Yeah, master key. Rumor is she lets herself in whenever she feels like it. Jake laughs it off at first, but then things get weird. He starts noticing stuff missing or moved garden tools out of place. A plant shifted on the porch. Then, one day, he gets home early and spots fresh footprints in the mulch, definitely not his. That's when he installs cameras inside and out. Everything hooked up to his phone. Weeks pass with only minor violation notes. But then, the cameras catch something he never expected: Linda sneaking into his backyard, using a key to unlock his door, and wandering inside his house like she owns the place. She's opening cabinets, peeking in the fridge, rifling through his mail, even measuring curtain lengths and sniffing his laundry basket like some kind of inspector from hell. The worst part, she's taking pictures and writing notes the whole time. Jake's blood runs cold. This isn't a HOA inspection. It's breaking and entering. He backs up the footage and calls the cops. The officer watches the video, says, "That's illegal. You want to press charges," and you bet Jake does. Next day, at the HOA meeting, Jake walks in early with his laptop, ready to expose Linda. She starts off with her usual violation announcements. Then Jake interrupts. "Actually, I'd like to talk about a serious violation of both HOA rules and state law." The room hushes. He plays the video. Everyone gasps as Linda's unauthorized tour of Jake's home unfolds on the big screen. When she's caught snapping photos inside his medicine cabinet, someone yells, "What the hell?" Linda tries to weasel out. "I'm just doing my job." But the HOA attorney jumps in. No bylaws allow this kind of warrantless entry. The neighbors murmur, some even nodding in agreement. An emergency meeting kicks off, and Linda's suspended while they investigate. The next morning, police raid Linda's house with a warrant. They find drawers full of copied keys, notebooks with inspection logs, photos of dozens of homes. Turns out Jake's not the first to catch her red-handed. She's arrested on multiple charges: breaking and entering, invasion of privacy, possession of stolen property. Local news covers the story, Linda's face plastered everywhere, still insisting she was just enforcing rules. At court, her lawyer argues she thought she had the right to enter homes, but the judge shuts that down hard. HOA rules don't trump state laws, end of story. Linda takes a plea deal: probation, community service, fines, and permanently banned from any HOA role. She even has to pay for every home's locks to be changed. The judge's words hit like a hammer. Your reign of terror is over. Picture this: Linda, standing in court, face red with shock and indignation, trying to understand that her civic duty was actually a crime. The neighborhood breathes a sigh of relief. But here's the kicker, she asks the judge. But who will enforce the rules now? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? When does community oversight cross the line into harassment and violation of privacy? How much power is too much? What do you think? Was Jake right to fight back? Should HOA presidents have this kind of authority? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear your take on community rules versus personal freedom. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you're all about calling out abuse of power. Because sometimes, standing up changes everything.